World's most exciting watch brand. Is that a clickbait title? Yeah, maybe a little bit. The term most exciting may mean something a little different to everyone watching. Some collectors may only get excited about rare vintage watches or value-laden micro brands. Some may only be interested in iconic historical designs or precious metal models with intricate or sophisticated complications. It's definitely a little bit subjective. In this video, I will show you 3 watches from Christopher Ward, 3 watches that demonstrate why an argument could be made that they come from the brand of the moment, a brand that is pushing boundaries and exceeding the consumer market's subjective expectations, a most exciting watch brand. Now, the first one is a watch that garnered a lot of interest when it was first announced. It's still garnering quite a bit of interest. It's called the Bel Canto. This model features a sonnerie au passage complication, or in other words, a chime hours feature. Every time the hour hand passes an hour marker, a visible hammer will strike a long, cantilevered, curved metal spring, and this spring is on the dial. You can see it reverberate with an audible and lovely sounding chime ND key. Now, Christopher Ward experimented with over 80 different hammer designs, different spring shapes, different materials before finding the combination that they settled on for this Bel Canto. It's a quiet, pleasant chime, and if you look at the bridge, the hammer, the indicator, all of this collective form is reminiscent of a songbird in flight, which I think is a very poetic combination. Now, if you enter an environment where you don't wish to be reminded of the top of the hour every hour, you can press this lower button and silence the sonnerie au passage until you want to make it hurt again. Note the lovely finishing here, the sunburst of the lower dial plane. Look at the brushing, polishing, and anglage of the raised components, and then the overall symmetry of the layout. I think it looks really good. Another aspect that I think is noteworthy is the fact that the only text found on the dial is the required Swiss-made designation that flanks the 6 o'clock marker that's found on this subsidiary dial. There is no brand signature, no twin flag logo, no on and off markings, and I really like this simplicity. This Grade 5 titanium watch is all about the design, it's all about the execution of the details, and it's all about the sound. At $3,795 full retail, there just isn't anything like this on the market at its price. Even the value-rich Meistersinger Bel Hora is hundreds more at retail, and I think this is the main reason why so many collectors are intrigued by the Bel Canto. The chime hours is not a new complication, but it is new at a sub $4,000 priced watch. Regardless of the retail, I find this a powerful design that is really lovely to wear. Now, the second watch is called the 12. This will be Christopher Ward's foray into the popular integrated bracelet sport watch segment of the market. This genre is full of beautiful sporty watches with highly texturized dials. Most collectors know this genre for multiple iconic designs from one of the most popular watch designers of all time, Gerald Genta, but there just aren't many affordable options out there, at least in this style, or ones that have a high level of quality at every aspect for the retail price. Now, the 12 has excellent finishing. It has an ideal fit, and watches with integrated bracelets can often wear a little bit large, but not this one. It is exceptionally comfortable on wrist, and this feel of the short chamfered links is just silky smooth. A wrist roll will show just how visually dynamic the watch is. Under the macro lens, you will see a unique representation of the Twin Flags logo that's repeated throughout the plane. I don't know of any other brand doing a dial texture like this one. It really looks fantastic, especially in combination with these large bi-finish applied markers, and then the 12-sided 3-finish scalloped bezel. Within the watch is a trusted SW200 or a thinner regulated SW300, just depending on if you opt for this in stainless steel or in grade 2 titanium. Again, I think pricing plays a large part of why this is so intriguing. The steel versions are about $1,200 and the titanium ones are about $1,900. Very few other brands will bring this level of detail, this level of finish and comfort and features in this popular style, especially in a sub $2,000 priced watch. Now, the last one that I want to show is my favorite of the three. It's one that I had to buy as soon as it was announced. It's called the C1 Moonphase. It has a large and stunningly dynamic aventurine glass dial. This glass is infused with flakes of copper oxide that bring the shimmering, infinite, galaxy-like appearance to the material. The Moonphase is huge. It's the largest that I have seen on a watch. In this C1, the moon depiction is done realistically in 3D global light, so that will be a blend of ceramic and white tone lume. It's texturized, and in low light conditions, this appears very much like the real moon does up in the night sky. I think it looks phenomenal, especially with this uncommon aventurine background. This is also powered by an SW200, but with an in-house created Moonphase module called the JJ04. This will accurately depict the phases of the moon until the year 2151. Realistically, long after parts will be available for repair or service for this movement. Like the Bel Canto, no logo is placed on the dial, only the required Swiss made. That is exactly the way I would have it. All focus needs to be on the aventurine and that large luminous moon phase. This one has become my special occasion watch. I put my day date in the safe and I put on the C1 when I go out with my wife, or I attend some fun event. I even had Christopher Ward place my name on the case back. They offer that service for a small fee. The retail price on this consort style bracelet is $2,475. Again, I think well below any competing Moonphase of this quality. To summarize, I think Christopher Ward is the brand of the moment. These three watches illustrate why this brand is so exciting, how they are pushing boundaries in terms of materials, complications, and accepted price points. Each model has its own weaknesses, yes, but on the whole, they show just how compelling Christopher Ward has become. So I'm excited to see what they do next. How will they continue to evolve or improve? And how do you follow up on sharp releases like these three? Let me know what you think below. If it's not Christopher Ward, which is your brand of the moment or greatest watch brand and why? I look forward to reading your comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. And if you can help me out by subscribing, I would really appreciate it. Thank you.